Hey, it's Donny A. So we're going to work on some pentatonic scale sequences today. And these are really cool and a really fun way to be able to get a lot faster with your licks and your ideas on guitar. So we're just going to work on two of them, and you can stay in just one form of the pentatonic with these, or you can use both of them to shift into other forms of the pentatonic. So you can really use them to help you move around the guitar neck. And we're going to dive right into this. So grab your guitar, and we're just going to use the A minor pentatonic scale, 5/8, 5/7, 5/7, 5/7, 5/8, 5/8. And then we're going to use the two extensions into the form 2 and the form 5. We're going to start with the descending lick. So we're going to start on our high E string, and what it's going to be, it's going to be like this. And that's one sequence, and then it's going to continue to repeat. So what that is it's a pull off from your 8 to your 5 on your high E, and then you're going to your 8 on your B, then your 5 on your E, and then you're going back to your 8 on your B, and then your 5 on your B. And when you're staying in one form of the pentatonic, this is going to stay the same all the way up the guitar, and it works out perfectly to land you right at the end of the scale. So we'll just work through all the strings here. And then, start slow with this stuff, and then use a metronome and build up your speed. So start with a low BPM, and then, go up 5 to 10 and just kind of work your way up until you're more comfortable, and push your limits a little bit, and you're going to start getting a lot faster with stuff like this. So that's the descending one, staying just in the form 1. If we're going to go from the form 2 extension through the form 1 to the form 5 of the pentatonic scale, it's going to look like this. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to alternate, because we need to slide into our other forms. And I'll show you what we mean. So this starts with the 10th fret is where we're going to start on the high E string. So it's 10/8, and that's your pull off. So that's the same as the sequence we were doing already. And then here's where it changed. So this is going to be the alternating one. So on your B string, it's going to be 10/8. And then it's going to be 9 on your G string to 8 on your B string. And then here's where it's going to change. So it's going to go 9, 7, slide to 5. So we'll do that slow, but a little faster and more in time. So that is going to get you back into your form 1. And then we're going to go back to our normal sequence that we started with. Now we're all the way up on our D string, and we're going to slide into our form 5, which is just going to be 3/5 on the low E and the A string. And what we're going to do there is we're going to do the pull off. And now we're up at our 3rd fret. So we started on our 10th fret, and we're ending on our 3rd fret. So it covers a good amount of the guitar, right? I'm here to help you get better at guitar. So if you're a guitar player that wants to get better at guitar, then hit subscribe. Then we're going to move into our ascending lick. And this one's cool too. You can do it in one form, or you can use it to move between positions. I like to move between positions with this one especially, but we're going to start with just the form 1. So what it's going to be is it's going to go like this. So what that is you're taking your 5 to 8, and that's a hammer-on. That can be a little difficult just because the distance between those notes, but you'll get the hang of it if you work on it. Get that pinky up. Gotta use that pinky. So it's going to be hammer-on on your low E string. And then it's going to be a hammer-on pull-off on your A string. And then you're going to go back to your 8th fret on your low E string, back to your 5th fret on your A string. And we're going to do that all the way up the scale to the high E string, and this one works out so you'll land right on your high E string too. So that's keeping it just within one form. And then, you know, shifting forms with this is cool, and this is how I like to use this lick most of the time when I incorporate it. And that's starting on your 3rd fret to your 5th fret. And we're going to do the alternating idea here too, because we're going to need to slide. So we're going to start with the alternating idea because we need to slide right back into the form 1. So this alternating idea is hammer on, go down to your A string, hammer on, pull off with another hammer on, and then a slide. So it's hammer on, pull off, hammer on, slide. That's a nice little lick on its own. But to use it with this alternating sequence is really cool too. And then we're gonna go back into the idea that we did just in the form 1. So that's the same idea here. It's hammer on, pull off, go back up to your A string and back down to your D string. And then we're going to need to alternate again so we can slide into that extension in the form 2. So we're on our D string and do the hammer on. So now we're on the 9th fret of our G string. And what we're going to do is we're going to start this on the 7th fret of our G string, and it's gonna be the typical sequence that we learned first, and it's just gonna have to shift onto this 8th fret of your B string. And then you can end this 2 ways. So you can even slide all the way into your form 3 if you do that alternating one. So you're on your 8th fret of your B string. That's if you want to keep up the alternating, or since you're on your 8th fret of your B string, if you want to just stay in your form 2, you can do that as well. Could use some overdrive so that high E string didn't kind of flub out on me. But we'll do it without sliding as well into that form 3. So this is super cool, fun stuff to work on and just, you know, build up your speed with. It's a great way to build up your speed through these pentatonics without just running straight down through the scale. So I hope you liked this lesson. If you did, please hit subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon.